Welcome back, my friends. Well, it's time I showed you the fruit trees. Now, I've bought 4 trees this year. All the rest at the bottom end and these are probably 18 months old, or a lot older. I bought them thinking, oh yeah, let's get the trees, but I didn't manage to get them in the ground. Some were bare rooted, so I potted them up, but they did take a bit of stick. But the 4 that I bought, we've got a nice Braeburn there, and we've got a few good fruits. Looks like these will end up falling off with a June drop, but depending on how many I get, I'm going to perhaps just keep 4 apples on this tree. I may even take more off. Now this is Cox's Orange Pippin. As far as I'm aware, there's no fruit on that this year. I'll tell fibs. So hopefully that'll stay on. Next we get the plum, which is Victoria, and I used to love that at my dad's farm. It's looking quite healthy. I just started to train it. It just needs the top taken out now. I'm going to do that shortly so that we get a couple of runners going across the top wire. Now the conference pear, there's nothing on here, he says. Again, looking very, very healthy. Now anybody watching before, these, what I think now, these last 3 are the cherries. Now these 2, this one here and the one on the end, looks like they've died. And luckily enough, I've put the other cherry tree in the middle, so now this can be trained along here. So I'll just have 1 tree instead of 3. So I was so lucky to actually get this one there. So yeah, happy days. I'm just keeping the camera low because there are people working on their other plots. Now I believe this to be another apple of some description. I'm hoping, I bought Braeburn and Cox's again, so hopefully I might be able to put the labels on. Now this one I'm taking as being the pear. It's very, very similar, and that does look like a pear. I ain't got a clue really. This one now I'm taking as being the plum, another Victoria plum that I bought. Looking very healthy. I'm not going to prune it, just train it, because I do want some fruits at some stage. Again, a few fruits on this one, and I'll make the decision as they grow as to how many to cut off. Now this is the only one that we got the label on. I think there is another Granny Smith somewhere, and if we really look closely, we've got that bunch of fruit there, and if we move up to the next tree, we've got another bunch there. So I wonder if I've got 2 Granny Smiths next to each other. But there's far too much fruit on here for the first year, so again I'll be selecting the best ones and removing the rest. So overall I'm really pleased with the fruit trees. Let's go and have a look at the other fruits now, and the strawberries under the glass. Doing so much better. The size of those fruits, you can just see it now. We've just got that little bit of sky shadow. The ones in the open aren't doing so well, but they could be a different variety. Like I said to you before, these discs didn't help much. But what I have been doing as an experiment is putting the strawberries on top of the disc to actually see if they still touch them. I've done this in several places. Now there must be several varieties. I haven't bought any. Oh, look at that one. Nice. Will that make it home? Now these strawberries are well hidden but as you can see, the blackbird has had a little feed off that. I'll still keep these. We had porridge this morning and cut all the bad bits off after I'd give them a soak. And a little tip for any strawberries that you've got that aren't quite ready is to lift them up off the ground and rest them on top of the others, and preferably turning them so the sunshine there. But the wet weather's played havoc with these strawberries. That's a little bit soft there. I'll see if I can find another one. So it looks like that one is ready, but in actual fact it's still not ripe. Well, let's say they still taste okay. Now if that's like that, the old blackbird will be down, so I do tend, if they will, to roll them. Hopefully the blackbird won't spot it, and then I'll be able to pick that tomorrow. These are the blackberries, and as you can see, our pollinators are having a great time. Very difficult to follow the bees about, but he's certainly giving that one a good pollination. Must be some good stuff in there. But these fruits are forming, and they do make really big blackberries. The autumn fruiting raspberries, they're doing exceptionally well again, and the amount of our pollinators about, you can see me chasing him. But yeah, there's lots of nice growth on these, and they're looking very healthy. And last year we had a wonderful crop of yellow raspberries. I've left some in because I didn't know whether they were similar to summer ones, whether you could prune them or not, but there's lots of lovely new growth, so only time will tell. And we've got some nice I think it's loganberries at the end, but hopefully you'll be able to identify them for me later on in the season. We're in the fruit cage on plot 3. This is where we have to keep, these are the ones that the birds will strip the plants. The heavy thunderstorms haven't done any of these much good, but these are the new ones, the ones I took cuttings off, the either red currants or black currants. You can tell by rubbing the leaves. New gooseberries, if they're the right variety, they should turn red, and they're the best goose-gogs I've ever tried. I'm just going to stop you for a minute while I climb over that rhubarb that I'm not picking this year, because if you remember, in this corner we've got 9 crowns and they're all been laid on the surface and they're doing well. These are the summer fruiting raspberries. I'm just got to watch the light, and considering there's just one plant here, it's just amazing how many are on here. And even the new canes have shot up, and as you can see, there's no fruiting on those whatsoever. So that'll be next year's fruit. Again, that is all from one little bush I bought, and I got 3 for a tenner. So one of them was a summer fruiting raspberry. Yes, we like gooseberries. These are the green variety, but they are quite sweet. I do like those as well. Blueberries, they're all starting to form now, so I'm pleased with those. Black and red currants, absolute thunderstorms actually just destroyed them, no matter whether I've tried to tie them up or not. And over there is that same blackberry that's on hashtag starting a new allotment. The roots are growing up everywhere, but I keep pulling them out. But as you can see, everything's been completely decimated. But the main thing is that the currants growing nicely, and I'm sure there'll be some nice new canes here to keep for next year, which we will get the fruit off. Looks like I'm going to get a really good crop of the black currants. It's very busy up here, so I'm going to cut this one short now. Thanks for watching, everyone. Commenting, subscribing, liking, sharing. Happy gardening to you all. Till next time. Ta-ra for now. He's enjoying himself. And not the bloke trimming either.